Okay, let's move on to the New York Giants. They're sitting at 8-6-1. They did lose this week, but the Commanders lost, the Seahawks lost, the Lions lost. So all three of those losses have actually elevated the Giants' chances for making the playoffs to 91%. And so as of right now, it's looking like they will most likely be the 6th seed right behind Dallas. But let's just talk about them anyway. The Giants, I'm trying to pull up their schedule.
I got it here. Colts next week at New York hosting the Colts, and then at Philadelphia week 18. But like you mentioned before, Philly may be resting if they win and secure the one seed.
Could be resting, but also because of the Jalen Hurts stuff, they might play him to keep him warm because you don't want to go into a first-round bye with him having not played for like a month.
2 weeks off, yeah.
So very, very interesting scenario for the Giants. How do you feel about their playoff chances? Like I said, it's at 91%. It would require a complete collapse from them and most likely a lose-out situation. But how do you feel about the Giants potentially making the playoffs?
Yeah, I think they will. You mentioned, I guess they do own a couple of tiebreakers. That tie kind of helps them out too. And yeah, I expect them to take care of business against the Colts this week. If the Colts still had Jonathan Taylor, even with their quarterback issues, I might be like, okay, maybe the Colts have a chance. I'd feel less confident, but no Jonathan Taylor, still don't know what's going to be going on at the quarterback position. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll win this one, and then I'll see who Philly plays. But especially if Philly's resting their starters, like I don't imagine they'll be keep things pretty bland and simple on that end. Well, Giants probably going to be going all out to secure the win and get in. So, yeah, I expect the Giants to get in. I think 91%. I'm on board with that, even though I didn't make that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board as well. I think they should make it. But this week, things could change pretty dramatically. The games that the Giants obviously are going to look out for is their own game against the Colts. If they drop that game, it's not disaster. But if the Eagles then lose to the Saints, theoretically, and Dallas and Minnesota both win, that means the Eagles would be under threat of potentially losing both the division and the 1 seed to Minnesota or Dallas, and that could then cause them to play their starters, not only just Jalen Hurts, because even if they play Jalen Hurts in the final week, if they have already secured the 1 seed, I think they might play him a half. They might rest A.J. Brown. They might they're going to rest Fletcher Cox, Darius Slay, some of these other guys. But if they're under threat of losing the division or the playoffs, Philly might play their starters for a good amount of the game and beat the Giants. So the Giants, I think that if they want to control their own destiny, just handle your business against the Colts, because then you don't have to worry about Philly and what might happen there, because we saw last time they played, Philly destroyed them. So if Philly plays their starters and they need to win, they probably will. So if the Giants can just handle their business there, they should be all right. But there is still that 9%, and depending on what happens, if they can drop that game to the Colts, things could get very dicey very fast.